By the end of the year, every officer in the Grand Rapids Police Department will wear a body camera.
City commissioners today approving a 5-year, $1.8 million deal that will supply body cams and new stun guns to the department. 24-Hour News 8's Joe LaFerci joining us now here at the Graham studio with more on this, Joe.
Well, guys, it's all about the transparency, trying to convince the public that when it comes to questions over how police handle certain situations, seeing is believing. The tryout's complete. The policy's been written.
Those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay. Carries.
And with that vote from the City Commission, the check's in the mail. $1.8 million will be spent on equipping every GRPD officer with body cameras. They're also getting new tasers as part of the deal. And while the officers have been trained on their use, making sure they're rolling during every contact with citizens for transparency's sake, Chief David Rohinsky is trying to set some realistic expectations for the community that clamored for them.
This is not a panacea. It won't solve all of our issues. It'll capture in large extent what the naked eye sees. So in some instances, that'll be very revealing. In other instances, it'll only be a portion of what actually occurred.
And then there's the debate over technology versus boots on the ground.
Warm for about a month and a half and no problems at all.
The Grand Rapids Police Officers Association President Andy Bingle questions whether a police force that's dropped from about 400 officers to just under 300 in the last decade should forego the gadgets for more officers.
And really that was my concern, to get our staffing up before we start spending money on cameras.
We really don't perceive it as an either-or situation. We certainly need officers to keep growth with a city that's undergoing economic revival, but by the same token, I don't want that to limit our ability to get the technology that we need.
Now, one potential added cost, the extra manpower needed to go through each Freedom of Information Act request for body cam video. The city attorney, Catherine Mish, told me earlier today it's too early to put a price tag on that, but Chief Rohinsky also says that his department didn't see a major jump in requests during the tryout period for the body cameras.